Hi, good afternoon, and welcome again to my YouTube channel. Like you know, my name is Iye. You can call me Josie, whichever one suits you best. And it's always a pleasure having to sit down here to talk to you. Like, okay, it's actually a very beautiful feeling. Like, you know, knowing that someone out there is going to eventually listen to whatever it is I have to say. So, all right, so today I want to talk about something, a topic that resonates with a lot of people, and that I would say is not so much talked about. Yeah, or could I say a lot of people are even experiencing this topic I want to talk about, but they don't even know what it is they're actually passing through. So, I decided let's talk about it. Hopefully, I'm able to say one or two things that might be helpful to someone, and I might also even be able to learn from your interactions in the comment section. Okay, and that reminds me, please, if you know you haven't subscribed to my channel, please, can you kindly subscribe? If you don't like my post, please like whatever it is to help me to motivate me. Please just do. You know, it doesn't cost anything. Like I always say, it's actually free of charge, and in less than 2 seconds you're done, just a click and that's all. Okay, all right, so without further ado, um let me introduce the topic. All right, so it's trauma bond. Let's talk about trauma bond. All right, so okay, actually I jotted a few things in a book here. I'm actually holding a book in front of me. So I jotted a few things inside just so I don't miss out on any point, like anything I want to say. So just in case you see me looking down, because I'm going to be looking down. So just know that I'm trying to like check what I've jotted down so I can flow well. Alright, okay. So first of all, what is trauma bond? What does it mean to you? Like when you hear the phrase trauma bond, like what does it really mean to you? Alright, so I'm not going to like give an established definition of what that word actually means. So I'm just going to like try to explain, like give a literal explanation just so we like get a picture of what it actually means. Alright, so just like the phrase trauma bond, like it has to do with trauma and it has to do with bond. We all know what trauma means and we also know what a bond means. So like an emotional attachment that you form with somebody. Like it can be trauma bond like it exists in a couple of different kind of relationships. It could be romantic relationship, it could be even parent and children relationship, it could be like a child and a caregiver, it could even be between kidnappers and adopters, you understand. So but I'm going to, for the sake of this video, I'm going to dwell um mostly on the most common type of trauma bond which exists, and that is in the relationship setting, like romantic relationship between a man and a woman, that kind of setting. So I'm going to dwell on that just for the sake of this video. So like I was saying, a trauma bond is it's a form of cycle. It involves both the negative and the positive. Like you have someone, this person is abusing you, this person is showing you love at the same time. Like you're you have a partner, you're in a relationship with a partner, and then this same partner brings you joy and pain at the same time. Then over time you form an attachment. You can't even leave because at the point you see yourself like, I cannot do with this do without this person. I think I wrote something down here. Let me just read it. So trauma bond means emotional attachment. Many abusive relationships begin with shouts of affection and assurance of love. That's what I just explained. You meet someone, Oh, you like the way he smiles, you like the way he dresses, and then all of a sudden he asks you out, you're already in love, and then suddenly this same person begins to hurt you, just like, hey, you know when they say a rat, you know a rat, right? I don't know if you know this adage, a rat is biting you, right? And at the same time it's blowing you at the same time. So you don't, you leave your leg here because you're feeling this pain in your sleep, but at the same time you're feeling the breeze. So yeah, it's a mixed feeling of pain and enjoyment at the same time. That's what trauma bond literally means. Yes, that's a perfect explanation to what it means. All right, so just to summarize, like I said before, so trauma bonds can arise in various kind of relationship, and there are different types, but there are just two major um peculiarity, like two major characteristics to what trauma bonds actually is. One is that it's cyclical nature. That is, I hurt you, I make you happy. I hurt you, I make you happy. I hurt you, I make you happy. And then before then the second one is you feel this kind of control because you love them to control you, because it's only someone you love that has the power to like control you, and then you feel like you don't want to leave where you're going to. No other person can be this person to you, and then sometimes even if you leave, you see yourself wanting to come back. Okay, can I to try again? You know, yeah. So that's it. So next thing I want us to talk about the signs of trauma bond. So number one, you feel unhappy and may not even like your partner anymore, but still feel unable to end things. Yeah, like this person is beating you, is abusing you. You keep telling him, hey babe, can you be this? Hey babe, I don't like this. Hey babe, and then he keeps doing the same thing. And then sometimes you start feeling feeling of hatred, disgust, contempt towards this partner, but you don't have the courage to leave. You don't want to leave. You feel like, oh, I've invested so much time, energy, years into this relationship. Where am I gonna go? I love this guy. I can't leave him. Yeah. Then the second one is when you try to leave, you feel physically and emotionally distressed. Yeah. So if let's say you've had your heart broken before, you should be able to understand the feeling of heartbreak. You know, the feeling of heartbreak is something you cannot explain. It's a pain. It's a physical pain, emotional pain at the same time. Like you don't even know where it's from. It's just like when you lose someone, like you lose your parents, your loved one. You know that kind of pain you can't explain. Sometimes I will feel like the pain of heartbreak is even worse than the loss of a loved one. Sometimes, like if you truly love deeply, it feels like you're losing your breath, like like you feel pain, like you're restless, you feel distressed, nothing makes sense to you anymore. Sometimes you feel like you're even dying. That's why some people go to the extent of committing suicide. They take their own life and they are asking, is this person crazy? Oh no, they kill them because of a man, they kill them because of a woman. My dear, it's something that you cannot explain. It's unexplainable, right? So you don't just go about judging people, for their actions, because the human nature, it's um the human nature varies, right? The way you react to issues definitely different from how other people react to issues, like in everything. So don't go about judging people for how they react. All right. So then, number three, when you say you want to leave, they promise to change, but make no effort actually to do so. You know, you cry like they beat you on the floor, and then you're saying, "Stop doing this. I'm going to leave you. If you don't stop beating me, I'm going to leave you. If you don't stop using abusive words on me. I'm going to leave you if you keep maltreating me. And then they'll be like, oh baby, I'm so sorry. I'm going to do better. I'm going to do this. Later they take you out, buy you roses, they take you to dinner, and then you're happy again. Like, you're very happy again. Because that's the thing with this bond. Like, it just takes, when you love someone, it just takes just one I'm sorry. Just one I'm sorry, and you forgive them. All the pain, everything will just die. Then the cycle continues. They are not going to change. Trust me. You can't even change someone that's not willing to change. Do you understand? You cannot. The fact that you feel they love you, that's the best way they can love you. Do you understand? So it's about you right now, right? It's not really about them. Sorry, I don't know, my light keeps going dim. So I'm just trying to check it. So when you see me going close to the camera, I'm just trying to adjust, right? So sorry about that. Then for you focus on the good days, using them to prove they truly care. Like this, you make excuses for them. When they beat you today and you're crying, they used to tell you you're dumb, you're stupid, pardon my language, right? And then you now start saying, yeah, I know, but he's the only person that makes me happy when he's in a good mood. But he's the only person that puts smiles on my face. He's the only person that I connect with. Then it's just this anchor. I just hope it changes. Who else can I feel this way for? Do you understand? That's just how it is. Then you start thinking about the good times, the times that made you smile, the times that made you happy, and then you forget about this trauma that is eating you deep, that is making you to lose yourself. It's eating deep inside your heart. You forget about it. You focus on the good part. Then continue to trust them and hope they change. Continue to believe what you're about to say, hoping they can change one day. You protect them by keeping the abusive behavior secret. Just like a mother, when your child is, the mother catches, when the mother catches his my child stealing. What am I saying? Sorry. When your mother catches her child stealing, there's this tendency to conceal it. I don't want outsiders to know that my child is stealing. Do you understand? So it's that kind of feeling like, like, want people to know that this person is abusing you, it's traumatizing you, to be hiding it. So that, because most times you know the truth, you know what they are going to tell you, they're going to tell you, leave, save yourself. Do you understand? And then you just stay because you don't even want to hear the truth. Because you yourself, you know the truth, just that you cannot help yourself. Why does this trauma bond, why does it happen? Trust me, sweetheart, it is not your fault that it happens. It's just nature. It's just how God created the human heart. It is born out of emotions, hormones. Do you understand? You did not create the attachment you formed towards this person. So you do not blame yourself. Don't you ever blame yourself. Nothing is wrong with you. You're not alone. And that is why you're not the only one experiencing this in this whole world. There are 1,001 people in this kind of situation. Do you understand why it's not your fault? It's not your fault. You just found yourself in that situation. You found yourself. There's nothing you can do about it. Like, you don't blame yourself. You didn't, like, how do I speak the English now? It's literally not your fault. You are human, and that's just it. Do you understand? But you can help yourself out of it. Yes, you can help yourself out of it. So the steps to, like, helping yourself and breaking out of this, I still wrote a few things down and I'm going to be looking down. First of all, recognize there's an abuse. Yeah, you need to know that there's an abuse. Even though most times we know already, but we try to shy away from it. So you need to like tell yourself that, hey, whatever your name is, okay, let me just say, yeah, you deserve better. This thing is not healthy. I might lose myself one day. I might lose my existence. I might lose my person. I might lose my purpose. This is an abuse. That's the first thing. Just like when you're sick, you need to first of all recognize that I'm unwell before you go to the hospital, right? Okay, so the second one is keep a journal, because this is it's not a walk in the park. Trust me. So you're going to have to be intentional about it. It's going to be super difficult to break out of a trauma point. So you need to be intentional about it. Like just know that, hey, this is not healthy. I want to leave. So you need to help yourself. You cannot just say it and walk out. But like you cannot. You can't say it and just walk out. You just have to be intentional about it. It's going to be a progressive action until you finally break free, right? All right. So keep a journal. Like you can begin to like journal every day. Today, what are the things that happened? I did it, he reacted this way, I did it, reacted this way. Is this really what I want for myself? No, what happened? Just continue in the next 5, 10 years. What's it going to look like? You keep writing. Then 360 perspective. Pretend it's someone else's. What will you advise? Someone else. What will you advise? Pardon my grammar. Okay, so like you just what this is trying to say is you sit down and pretend that this is another person in this situation. If my sister is going through this, what would I advise her to do? Let's say just pretend like you're reading a book or you're watching a movie about someone else. What would be your reaction? What would you tell this person? Then write everything down. You can say, dear Jane, this is what you're passing through. This is the you understand? So then you begin to read it to yourself. You begin to talk to yourself. Do you understand? Then talk to your loved one. Yeah. Talking is therapy. That's why relationship matters. At least you should have someone in your circle that you trust, that won't judge you, that you can confide in. Talk to someone. Seek help. Do you understand? Or you can even go for therapy. You get. Just try to seek help, because this is it's dangerous. It's dangerous. So you need to help yourself. Alright, so lastly, the last thing I'm going to talk about is avoid, totally avoid blaming yourself. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. It is no fault of yours. You didn't cause it. You are not the abuser. You are the abused. You didn't tell him to abuse you. You didn't see him as an abuser before you went into the relationship. He showed you love. You fell for it. You fell in love with him. You did not ask him to abuse you. You develop an attachment, which is totally normal because you are human. So certainly do not blame yourself. Do you understand? So, cut off contact completely. As difficult as this may sound, that is the only help you can give yourself. If you do not cut off contact, trust me, that is why it is called trauma bond. And that is why it is a cycle. This person can even come back to your life and be perfect for 1 year. And then all of a sudden, bam, he becomes who he is again. Or she becomes who she is again. So you need to cut off communication completely for the sake of your mental health. It is you that's very important. You forget about love. Trust me, the perfect person would come. The person that will love you for who you are could come. You're just the one focusing on this person that is the love of your life. You're not giving another person a chance. Open up your heart and trust me, the perfect person certainly come. Alright, tell yourself you deserve better. Stand in front of the mirror and tell yourself, hey, Jane, hey, Juliet, hey, Rosemary, you deserve better. You're capable of so much more. What if this person doesn't exist? What if he drops dead today? Are you not going to leave? That's just really that's the bitter truth. If this person drops dead today, are you not going to leave? Of course you would leave and you forget about him. Like you would forget about him, so just pretend he's dead and move on with your life. Trust me, sweetheart, you're going to be fine. Like I said, don't blame yourself. Replace criticism with critics with words of affirmation. Yeah, this is no fault of yours. You deserve better. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. And that is that. Okay, so I hope I didn't take so much time though. Alright. So if you enjoyed or if you learned something, thank you. Just share your thoughts with me in the comment section. And if you cannot type, like and subscribe.